I think everyone is clear to what is the meaning of a smart city. Because when we are discussing a smart city, if you want to convert Bhubaneswar as one of the first smart cities in Odisha, I think we need to be very clear what do we mean by a smart city. Of course, a number of definitions, but I'll just give you one which is internationally accepted. It only says that at least 3 of the very important sectors should be ICT enabled. Suppose there are 20 sectors, at least 3 of these 20 sectors should be ICT enabled. To give you an example, all of us in India have seen ambulances crying for space with a patient almost dead approaching in the hospital. Okay? Now we don't give way. And they keep blaring their sirens, they keep blaring their horns. We don't give way. There's a very smart solution for this. Okay? What happens in other Western countries, what happens in North America or in Australia and New Zealand, there's something called intelligent transportation system. What happens is that every ambulance is equipped with a chip. 500 meters before the ambulance approaches a signal, it automatically becomes green. Not that this is the best solution available, but I'm just giving an example to understand and comprehend. When you come out of the hotel, you will find 101 problems. How do you ensure that your children are safe in the school? How do you ensure that your mother and sister is safe in the organization they are working for? All these are avenues for smart city solutions. Now think of it, there are a number of problems that we have. The only thing is, are we in a position to zero in on some of the top 5 problems and then say, these are the top 5 problems I need to solve. Whether it is milk, whether it is electricity to my house, whether it is installing a smart water meter, a smart energy meter in my house, which tells me that if I consume more power between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m., I have to pay a higher rate for energy because I am consuming more energy. I am putting more load on the grid system. So, if I know that the consumption of power in my house between 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. is going to be charged at a higher rate, I will ensure that I am more optimal, I am more judicious in use of power. Similarly, water. If I use 100 liters of water for brushing my teeth and 200 liters of water for having a bath, whereas I can do it very well with 40 liters of water, then I am taxed at a different rate. If I give you that information, you will automatically become a more judicious customer. So, as I said, Bhubaneswar is eminently placed to be a smart city, but can we identify 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as the problems which we need to tackle with to begin with and make it a smart city? So it's just an introduction on, I believe in a dialogue, I don't believe in a monologue. It shouldn't be that we keep talking and you keep listening. It should be a dialogue where you sort out your problems, you sort out the kinds of issues and apprehensions that you have in mind so that we make it very interactive. So it's just a 30,000 feet view of what a smart city can do. Just thought I'll share these thoughts with you so that we trigger imagination, we trigger thoughts for you to ask questions. Don't require any money from government. It is self-financing. Okay? That's the beauty of smart city. Reason being, suppose I am availing a particular service, I pay for it. Suppose I am using the busiest road in Bhubaneswar city between 9 a.m. and 11 o'clock in the morning, I pay a toll. So the toll takes care of maintenance of roads. The toll takes care of many other things. So Internet of Things or Internet of Everything, as it's we popularly called, is self-financing. It does not require investment from the city corporation or from the government. It is you and I who have to contribute to the smart city. It is you and I who have to make use of it. It is you and I who have to manage it.
So how vendors will get the money payback?
It's only a question of putting some upfront capital investment. And IoT is not capital intensive. It is not investment intensive. All these small applications, if we can integrate them, imagine if I'm in a position to install a smart meter, smart water meter, or a smart energy meter, or even an intelligent transportation system, it pays for itself. And the rate of return is so high that I don't have to wait for 25 years to get my capital investment back. It gets paid overnight. In fact, the ROI in IoT in some of the cities, which has already been experimented, is as high as 30%. It gets paid in about 3 years' time. So we don't have to depend on an external agency for funding. It is all self-financing, and it is something that we must immediately jump into the bandwagon. By 2020, there will be 50 billion connected devices. That's one of the estimates which is going around the market. But everyone is zeroing in around that figure. So imagine 50 billion connected devices in a global population of about 7 to 8 billion. We are close to about 7 billion now. 8 billion may be the population by 2020. 50 billion devices. Look at the market opportunity. 50 billion devices connected. And what is the kind of management tools that we need to have to ensure this entire network enhances the satisfaction of the people in the world? That is the opportunity we have. 50 billion is not a joke. That's the kind of opportunity we have. Model in the country.